Hi, welcome to this tutorial. Before we start, kindly subscribe to my channel, like the video and share it with your friends. Today we will go through Cambridge IGCSE Paper 4 Extended, Variant 4-3, October-November 2018. The first question is about transformation. A1. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle T to triangle P. You can see that it is a reflection and the mirror line is this line here where y is equal to -1. For A2, translate triangle T by the vector -2, -5. The column vector is written in this format. The top number represents x and the down one y. If your x is negative, your point will move to the left, and if your y is negative, your point will move downwards. If it is positive, it will move to the right and your y will move up. We have both negative here. Choose a point. I'm choosing this point. Move 2 points to the left and 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this point is represented by this point here. There are 4 squares here. So just draw the triangle now. Go up by 2. Join the 2 points. So this is your A2. A3, rotate triangle T to 90 degrees anti-clockwise about 0, 0. Use a tracing paper. That is the easiest way to solve this question. And when you do that, this will be your triangle after rotation 90 degrees anti-clockwise about the center 0, 0. A4, enlarge triangle T by scale factor -½ with center 0, 0. So this is the center 0, 0. Join all the vertices of triangle T with the center. So this is how you draw the line passing from the center and to the vertices. The scale factor is -½ If your scale factor is negative, it will be reflected in the other side of the center. Let's count the number of squares for this line here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 multiplied by half is 3. So we'll have 1, 2, and 3. So this is going to be your first point. And then we will look at the other line here, this line. From the vertex, the center is away by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So 6 times half is 3. We'll move 3 here and we will get a point here. And then you can just join it together like this. So this is your part 4. In part B, we have been given 2 points, A and B. The coordinates have been given to us. B1, find the column vector AB. If you have to find the vector AB, we have to subtract from B, A. Write in column vector B, 5 over 6, subtract 3 over 2. 5 minus 3 is 2 and 6 minus 2, 4. Therefore, the column vector AB is 2, 4. Find the magnitude of AB. To find the magnitude, we will square the numbers and the answer, we will square it. That will give us 4.47. B is the midpoint of the line AC. Find the coordinates of C. To find the midpoint, we have to use the formula x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. The points that we have are A, B, and C. B is 5, 6. A is 3, 2. And we need to find the coordinates of C. Let's write it as x1, y1. As B is the midpoint, when you add the x coordinates of C and divide it by 2, you will get the x coordinate of B. So let's write it down. 3 plus x divided by 2 will give us 5. We have to make x the subject. 3 plus x is equal to 5 multiplied by 2, 10. This 3 when you bring to the other side will be negative. So 10 minus 3 is 7. The x value of C is 7. To find the y, we will add the y together. So 2 plus y divided by 2 is equal to 6. 2 plus y is equal to 12. Therefore, y is equal to 12 minus 2, which is 10. So these are the coordinates of C. Part 4. Find the equation of the straight line that passes through A and B. So this is our B and this is our A. To find the equation of the straight line, we need to find the gradient. We use this formula to find the gradient. M is the gradient. It is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. If you are taking this coordinate as x1, then this will be y1. If you are taking this as x2, this will be y2. So let's find out the gradient first. 6 minus 2 over 5 minus 3. So we'll have 2 as the gradient. After you got your gradient, we are going to use this y is equal to mx plus c formula to find C. Choose any one point, A or B, whichever you want to choose. I'm choosing A at the moment. So y is 2, m is 2, and x is 3. 2 is equal to 6 plus c. When we bring this 6 here, it will become negative 6. So negative 4 is equal to c. Now that we have found our c, we are going to replace it in the equation. Replace the m and the c. M is 2. So y is equal to 2x minus 4. Part 5. The straight line that passes through A and B. This is the line. It cuts the y-axis at D. Write down the coordinates of D. Cuts the y-axis at D. It means that our x coordinate is 0. So in this equation of line y is equal to 2x minus 4, replace the x with 0 to find your y, and we got y is equal to negative 4. So x is 0 and y is negative 4. Question number 2. Part A. A school has 240 students. The ratio of girls to boys is 25 is to 23. Show that the number of boys is 115. So these are the number of girls and these are the number of boys. So 23 over the total number of different parts, which is 48. 23 over 48 multiplied by the total number of students, 240. This will give us 115. A2. One day there are 15 girls absent and 15 boys absent. Find the ratio girls to boys in school on this day. Give your answer in its simplest form. Total number of boys are 115. To find the number of girls, we have to subtract 115 from 240. That will give us 125. And so the number of boys are 115. Subtract 15 from it, we'll have 100 boys. From the number of girls, which is 125, subtract 15, we'll be left with 110. And the ratio we require is girls to boys. Therefore, 110 is to 100. You simplify it, we'll get 11 is to 10. 3. Next year, the number of students will increase by 15%. Calculate the number of students next year. Because it is increase, add 15 to 100 and then divide by 100. You will get 1.15. If it was a decrease, put a negative sign here. The number of students this year we have is 240. Multiply by 1.15 will give you the number of students next year when increased by 15%, and that will be 276. Next question. Since the school was open, the number of students have increased by 60%. There are now 240 students. Calculate the number of students when the school was opened. So this is a reverse percentage question. It was increased by 60%. The same we'll do what we did before. 100 plus 60 is 160 divided by 100. We'll get 1.6. The number of students when the school opened. So number of students when the school opened multiplied by 1.6 gives us 240 students now. Therefore, the number of students are equal to 240. This is a multiply. When I bring to the other side, it will be a divide. 240 divided by 1.6, 150 students. The population of a city is increasing exponentially at a rate of 2% per each year. The population now is 256,000. Calculate the population after 30 years. Give your answer correct to the nearest 1,000. If you have a percentage question, whether increasing or decreasing exponentially, we use this formula. If it is increasing, put plus. If it is decreasing, put a minus. P is your starting value, which in this case is 256,000. R is your rate of interest, which is 2%, and N is the number of years, which is 30. So we will replace P with 256,000, R with 2, and N with 30. Just put it in the calculator and we will get 463,708. But we have to round it to the nearest 1,000. Nearest 1,000 is 3. The number after it is 7. So if you have a number 5 or above and you want to round it, you will add 1. So 464,000 is your answer. Part C. A bacteria population increases exponentially at a rate of R% each day. So the important word here is increases exponentially at a rate of R%. After 32 days, the population has increased by 309%. Find the value of R. We are going to use exactly the same equation which we use in the part B. So original multiplied by 1 plus R over 100 and gives you the final answer. This has been increased by 309%. It means your starting value was 100. R we need to find. N is the number of days, which is 32. Final is, it was increased by 309. So your answer was initially 100. Therefore 100 plus 309. 1 plus R over 100, 32 is equal to 409 divided by 100. Therefore 1 plus R over 100 is equal to 4.09. The power is 32. When you bring to the other side, it will become 1 over 32. Whatever answer you get, subtract from it 1. This plus 1, when you bring to the other side, will be negative. It's okay to use the calculator in the end. Minus 1. This whole answer, this 100 is a divide. So when you bring here, it will be a multiply. This will give us R is equal to 4.5. Question number 3. The diagram shows a solid cone. The radius is given to us and the slant height is given to us. Calculate the curved surface area of the cone. The curved surface area of a cone with radius r and slant height, and they've already given you the formula. You just need to substitute and get your answer. So the curved surface area is going to be, area is equal to pi, radius is 8 and the slant height is 17. 427.2, you can round it to 3 significant figures, 427 square centimeters. In the next question, we have to calculate the volume. The formula has been given to us. Volume is equal to 1/3 pi r square h. We don't have the h. The height we don't have. We can find it using the Pythagoras theorem because it's a right angle triangle. So a square plus b square is equal to c square. The hypotenuse is your c, that is given to you. Therefore, a is equal to c square minus b square, and we square root the answer. 17 square minus 8 square will give us 15. So that is our height. Volume is equal to 1/3 pi radius, which is 8 centimeter, square times 15. And we will get 1005.3, but we can just write 1005 cubic centimeter. The cone is made of wood and 1 cubic centimeter of the wood has a mass of 0.8 gram. Calculate the mass of the cone. So volume is, cubic means volume. So always remember cubic means volume. 1 cubic centimeter has a mass of 0.8 gram. Therefore, what is the volume we found before? 1005. Cubic centimeter will have how much mass? Cross multiply. X multiplied by 1 is x, and 0.8 multiplied by 1005 will give us 804. So that is the mass of the cone, 804 gram. Moving forward, the cone is placed in a box. The total mass of the cone and the box is 1.2 gram. Calculate the mass of the box and give your answer in grams. We know that the mass, first change kilogram into gram by multiplying by 1000. So 1200 gram is the total mass of the box and the cone. From this subtract 804. This is the mass of the cone. And we will get 396. And the answer is already converted into grams, so 396 grams. We have been given a cylinder and a sphere. The radius of the cylinder is 3r and the height is 8r. The radius of the sphere is r. Find the volume of the sphere as a fraction of the volume of the cylinder. Give your answer in its lowest form. So first let's find the volume of the sphere. Already the formula has been given to us. Sphere is equal to, volume of sphere is equal to 4/3 pi r cube. And the volume of cylinder is pi r square h. We have to replace the r and the h. This is the volume of the cylinder. Radius is 3r. So 3r square and height is 8r. This will give us pi into 9r square into 8r. The square is for both the terms inside 3 and r, and we will have 72 pi r cube. We want the volume of the sphere as a fraction of the volume of the cylinder. So this volume of sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cube, and the volume of the cylinder is 72 pi r cube. The pi r cube will get cancelled. Divide 4 over 3 divided by 72, and you will get 1 over 54. The surface area of the sphere is 81 pi square centimeter, and we have to find the curved surface area of the cylinder, giving the answer in terms of pi. The formula to find the surface area of the sphere is also given to us. So let's make them equal to each other. Area is equal to 4 pi r square. The reason they have given us this formula and the value is that we can find r. 81 pi, this is a multiply. When I bring it will be a divide. And r square, the pi will get cancelled. And this is a square, so we square root 81 over 4 to get r. 4.5 is r. To find the curved surface area of the cylinder. Curved surface area, so we just want this part, not the up and the bottom part. That is 2 pi r h. R, what is our r? Okay, just replace. It's 3r multiplied by 8r, correct? This is your r and this is your h. 2 times 3 times 8 will give us 48 pi r square. Replace the r with 4.5. And we will get 972 pi. If you find this confusing, after this step, you can replace the r with 4.5. So this is the r that we took from here, and this r 4.5. And put in the calculator and you will still get the same answer, 972 pi. Question 4. We have been given an equation, and part A, complete the table for f of x. 2 values only we need to find, and it's a 2-mark, very easy question. Just replace the x with 2 and x with 4. When you replace x with 2 and x with 4, you will get -1 and 3. Part B, the graph of y is equal to f of x is drawn on the grid from -6 to 0.5. So -6 to -0.5. On the same grid, draw the graph of y is equal to f of x for 0.5 to 6. This is the value that has been given to us. So these are the points we have to plot. When x is 0.5, y is -7.9. When it is 1, y is -3.8. This is how you will plot all your points. Now join them together to make a smooth curve. And we are done with the graph. By drawing a suitable tangent, estimate the gradient of the graph y is equal to f of x at the point -4, 5. So this is -4 and this is 5. We have to draw a tangent. When you draw a tangent, you should know that it touches the curve at one point. So this is the tangent. We are supposed to estimate the gradient. For that, we need 2 points. 1 point has already been given to us, -4 and 5. The other point we can choose from here, 0 and -3. And to find the gradient, we use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. To find the gradient, we'll do 5 minus -3 over -4 minus 0. And you will get the answer -2. So that is your gradient. We have been given g of x is equal to 9 over x, and the x values are given. We have to find g of x, means the y value. In place of x, put -3, and in place of x, put 3, and these are the answers we will get. Part E of the question, we have to draw the graph of y is equal to g of x. So we have to plot these points on the same grid that we have drawn the other graph. So we have to plot these points here. When x is -4, y is -2.3, somewhere here. It's -2.3. So -2.3. When x is -3, we have -3. When x is -2. So the points are plotted and joined together. This is the graph of g of x. Let's read the next question. Use your graph to find the value of x when f of x is equal to g of x. It means where they intersect. We can see that they intersect here when x is equal to 3.6. So when x is equal to 3.6. You can have the answer in the range from 3.6 to 3.85. Next, write down an inequality to show the positive values of x for which f of x is more than g of x. This is your f of x graph and this is your g of x graph. And these values are more than the values that are here for x. So what is the answer? When x is more than 3.6, whatever answer you got in the previous question. The exact answer to part Fi is cube root k. Use algebra to find the value of k. F of x is equal to g of x. So write the equation of f of x, which is x squared over 4 minus 4 over x is equal to the equation of g of x. G of x is 9 over x. Now we have to solve this algebraically. We'll bring x squared over 4 is equal to 9 over x plus 4 over x. Because the denominators are same, I brought it to one side, is equal to 13 over x. Cross multiply. X squared multiplied by x is equal to 13 multiplied by 4. So x cubed is equal to 52. Therefore, x is equal to 52 cube root. So k is 52. Kindly watch part 2 to get the solution for question number 5 onwards. Thank you for watching. Do remember to subscribe and like the video.